Hello, I'm Caroline. I'm the year chair.
You're not talking.
But we can't hear you.
Arjun, you're
And hello, hi, I'm Arjun. I'm the deputy year chair.
I'm Chris Rooney. I'm a fourth year student.
Hey guys, I'm Sebastian.
I'm Gina.
I'm Nadia. We're going to quickly talk about how we curated the show.
I've never been involved with end of year shows, and yeah, it seemed quite an interesting task to be involved with because I came from Plymouth University, so I wanted to try and integrate myself with the university and see what other people have been up to, as I've got friends in the year above and the year below. So it's been an interesting task, especially since we've had to do it all solely online. But we've kind of learnt the skills throughout the year, working in different countries, different cities. So yeah, I think we've all been able to contact each other pretty easily through the medium of Facebook and Zoom.
I'm not familiar with like creating a website, or because I've done exhibitions before, but it's been like the physical one. And I think when I decided to get involved with this one, just to like, I don't know, just to like get the experience, get to know Cardiff.
Just the final design project as normally. We tried to convey also the module, which was reflecting on working in practice. So it's not just design work. There's also some quotes on our reflections on the things we've done in the offices. So we tried to show the main modules that we worked on.
And can somebody say something about the experience of working in practice whilst you're studying, what we call work-based learning?
Particularly difficult this year because of the whole virus situation.
Yeah.
Because it's been hard to separate the time that you're spending on uni and work. It seems that you're in the same place all the time now. So it doesn't really feel like you're at work ever. It kind of feels like you're back at uni again because you're working just at home on design work. So it's kind of difficult to switch in between them, I found.
I think for me, it's kind of, I've always found it quite difficult managing stress and kind of a work-life balance. But for me, although this year's been quite tough in terms of balancing university work and going to work full time, it's kind of put things into perspective in regards to my life looking forwards in my career. So for me, although it's been a management of stress, I feel like I'm in a better place for next year in terms of, committing certain times for exercise, kind of compartmentalizing my life in terms of this is for university, this is for the station. And I think that's just something that doesn't come naturally to some people. So I think it's been good practice for next year for me, and then looking forward to future stages.
I agree. I think because working in practice has taught me how to organize my time better and knowing when something has to be done and then how much time you sort of dedicate to it, and then you step away from it because you can't just carry on working the whole time. So you really have to know how to do everything efficiently, I guess.
Have there been benefits of working in practice while you're studying? Were you able to make connections between what you were doing in the workplace and what you were doing for university?
I think it depends on the project you're working on, and also depends who you're working with. If you don't speak out and you don't ask for help or try to combine the two things together, it's quite difficult to.
And I guess linked to that, I mean, what themes did you see coming out of the projects that you kind of were creating, either when you step back at the end of the process or during the process of development itself? Ones that were, I guess, predictably linked to the programs you chose, or ones that kind of unexpectedly came out of programs or the process of designing as a group, or the work that you're undertaking in practice?
I think there was a real conscious effort to look at sort of added value in design. So making things that were perhaps more costly work a lot harder. So they had a dual function, thinking about where things are coming from. So supply chains, there was a conscious effort in terms of trying to reduce sort of CO2 emissions and energy consumption in buildings. It seemed to be quite a big theme throughout the year.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing you can see looking at the whole work of the whole year is that there's a very big emphasis on sustainability, and people no longer do things just because they want to. You have to somehow justify it and see how it works better for the people that are going to live there potentially in the future, and also for the environment. So there's an emphasis on solving social as well as economic problems, not just aesthetics.